consultant is someone who is a professional expert and gives specific advice to people on specific areas and professions. Today on the Breakfast Show, we have a guest, Mr. John Ioha, a business consultant and a business coach. We're going to be talking about the business of consultancy and building SMEs. Good morning, sir. You're very welcome. So good to have you.
Why are you using your mic? Like you're not used to the whole SAP thing.
Good morning.
It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, good to be here. Good to be here.
So to start, let's just know about who is John Ioha.
Okay, so I'm a business consultant, but on my best days, I'm a business coach. I like to talk to people about business. I like to see small and medium-scale businesses bloom and move on to create actual change and difference in society.
Amazing.
So yeah.
How do you? I know that you get to work with the Edo State government in terms of strategies, growing small business, and you organize coaching sections and intensive sections. How has it been so far?
Okay, so the first thing is you have to pass through the hurdles of educating people that they need to be educated.
Okay.
Trying to convince them that your business is doing well, but it could do better. Because there's the comfort zone here. Everybody feels like, oh, it's benign. There's the benchmark that I should not pass. So yeah. So you have to change that mindset first. So what we are doing effectively is changing business perspective.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So I want to ask now. One of the most businesses need consulting, and we know consulting would help these businesses get better. But apparently, people are scared to trust consultants.
Okay.
In the sense that they feel that most consultants are just out there to give them marvelous ideas, but not help them, and then take their money and go. How do you create a balance with this? What do you, as a consultant, how do you help these businesses know that you're not out to exploit them, but to actually help them?
Okay, so the thing is this, you would have to start building relationships that count.
Okay.
So when you get your clients based on referrals, you will notice that there's already trust coming in. So a client tells another friend that, oh, this person is really good and would help your business.
Okay.
So there's no doubt that you would deliver because you have already been vouched for. Yeah. So I don't really have to deal with this since my work speaks for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing.
So, with the economy today, how can SMEs thrive in the society?
Okay, so the economy is daunting.
Okay.
There's a lot. I tell people the hardest place to be an entrepreneur is Nigeria, because there are quite a lot of challenges, and when you think you have handled one, another one seems to
Pops up.
Yeah. So you would have to know something. You would have to know what your competition does not know. So you have to continue knowing and seeing how you can further your base in the market. You would have to build useful relationships, that's connections that count. You would have to put your ear on the ground so that when opportunities come. There are grants, there are loan schemes that come up every day. But if you're not active, if you're not talking to the correct people, you would not know anything about this. Yes.
Amazing.
Okay, so as an entrepreneur, as a consultant, what are the issues you face when consulting with entrepreneurs?
Like I said in the beginning, there's so for example, I've been talking to some businesses since, and they're already yielding very good profit.
Okay.
And because of that, when I tell them about branding, they're surprised. Like, okay, I have been running my business for 15, 20 years, and I've been doing well. Why do I need branding? And I have to tell them that, okay, so this is the difference branding will bring to you. Yes, that your business will now be able to speak for itself. So when I say this, and then I show them examples of businesses that I have worked with that are now doing well because of these little changes that are not so little. Eventually, they let me do my work.
Amazing. Now, when it comes to business, a lot of people just get up in the morning and say, I have the passion, to run a business.
Yeah.
I have the capital to just open something small by the roadside. I have the capacity to meet a need. I can meet a need. I can give value, you know, if I'm offering services. Now, do you feel that in the 21st century, business owners and entrepreneurs have skills they need to acquire to have a thriving business?
Yes.
Okay.
And number one would be communication.
All right.
Okay. So because that's how humans would always connect, would have to communicate. So part of my process of training entrepreneurs to be what they should be is teaching them effective communication and public speaking.
Okay.
You know, because an entrepreneur is on a daily basis trying to sell his ideas to everybody.
Okay.
You know, so if he cannot effectively sell himself, then there's a problem. Now, many people think that this is not important, but of course it is. I mean, we see the difference between the educated entrepreneur and the person who is just moving on by chance. You know, so effective communication, public speaking, how to understand your finance, how to understand the business of things, so that even though you're going to get hands to help you do these things, you will not be at a loss to what they are doing.
Okay. I was also going to ask now, for example, I'm going to start a business and I don't know how to start the business, or rather, like she said, I have everything. What would you advise me to do to start?
What do you have?
Okay, let's say I want to start a shoe business.
Okay.
And I don't really know how to go about it, because especially when you're dealing with people doing sales, and you're dealing with specific admiration. So I come to you and I say, I'm starting this business and I need your help as a consultant. What would you give me advice?
I would ask you where you want the business to be in 5 years.
Okay.
Then we can draw a plan.
Okay.
Then with the resources that I have, because it's not just doing the plan for the client, it's to make sure that it starts to succeed. You know, so with the resources that I have, I would also see how we can kickstart that business. We try to test the market first. We try to start small, so that we don't throw all the resources into the industry and then nothing comes out. So we test the market. We do experiential marketing. We try to make sure that the product is viable. You know, so we will not start a business if we're not sure that it's going to progress.
Okay, so I'm going to come in here. Over the years or over time, we've seen that people just wake up in the morning, start up their business, you know, and these days, then there's usually a gap, because the truth is they will go into the business, they seem to be getting it right. At some point, business begins to go down. But in this day and age, we have consultants, we have brand strategists, you know, that help you strategically position your business in a way that you are favorably disposed to your customers, and then consumers can access your products. Now, what would you say is the benefits of being a business consultant?
Just watching stories change, really.
And cash flowing into the bank account.
Of course, there's cash, but I'm trying to be virtuous this morning.
Okay.
So just watching stories change, seeing people who did not think too much of their ideas come up with great profits, come up with a lot of confidence that they can take this business even more steps further. You know, so that for me, that's the sense of fulfillment. And then, of course, I like to talk to people, so that helps my day.
So also on the business of consulting, and you as an individual, what are the challenges you face with entrepreneurs as a consultant? Do you have really challenging, are there challenges?
Okay, so people can be tough.
You have to break down.
So, I mean, customers can be difficult. I try to make sure that every of my customers is a serious person.
Okay.
Because the moment the person is not serious, then I will have problems.
Okay.
You know, so I'm like, okay, so send me this document, let me work on it. Now the person says, oh, I have not done my cash flow for 6 years. I've not done my books for 6 years, nothing. So, and the person is very insistent. There's just the bad character to it, and you have to deal with it because money is important. You know, so yeah.
When clients come like this, at the point where there's a clash, because the truth is, some clients or some entrepreneurs, you know, they have an idea of what they want to do, and you as a business consultant, you begin to expand the idea and you begin to stretch it into ways they never imagined it. Now, at the point where, you know, there will always be a clash between your idea and your client's idea, and how do you work around it?
Okay, so most times the client is a dreamer. So he starts to dream about something that is not viable anywhere in this country. And then,
for instance, give us an example.
Okay, so I would have to think hard about this.
Okay.
So I'll tell you after the show. And then you try to tell them the reality of things. This would not do well by any means. I mean, nothing will make this do well. But the person is still saying, draw it. That's why you are a consultant. You have to find a way. Now, I cannot change the economy, but the person is asking for magic. So I usually try to refer them to other people.
That's what you do.
Yeah, I don't like drama like that.
So you let the business go because you can't...
Yeah, because I would be telling them that I want to run their business or want to make them progress when there's no possibility for it. Now, if anything goes bad, I will still be the person to blame.
Yes.
Yeah, you told me that this was possible. So it's best to just hand them over to somebody who can do magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in your experience as a consultant, what are some skills that entrepreneurs should have when they want to start business?
Okay, like I said, communication. They must be communicators. They must know how to work under pressure. They must have management skills. They must know how to be leaders. That's very rare because now you'll be dealing with a whole lot of people. Now, because of that, you must know how to manage persons. So that's really important. If you do not know these things, you'll be in trouble.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so as we're rounding up the conversation,
Okay.
I want to ask, could you give advice to business owners out there who are trying to start businesses and you actually know they need consulting?
Find me, really.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna say.
That's what I'm going to say.
You're not going to give tips. You're not going to give... what if I want to start off something?
They're getting these things for free. You understand? So find me.
Oh.
So I can't get this for free from you, like sitting here.
You just give us
If
one.
you're going to buy me lunch, then yeah.
Okay, yes, fine.
Yeah, so.
We're going to buy you lunch.
I said yes, fine. So,
Okay.
so we're waiting for this.
Okay, so ask the question again.
What is the advice you would give to a business starting that wants to start? Your advice, why they need consulting?
Okay, so first of all, my advice is be patient, start small. You need to know how to start small. You need to know what your viable product is. So because of this, you need to organize your books really early. Okay. You don't want to start off without recording what you are doing, especially as regards your cash flow. Because sometimes businesses run 4, 5, 6 months and then they think that they are making profit, but they really are not making any profit. But because they are not keeping records, there's the illusion of money coming in. But money truly is not coming in because they have not covered their credit. So it's a very long conversation. That's why I said they should find me. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's been a very insightful conversation today. I hope you have learned a lot about consulting like we have. Join us tomorrow for another exciting time for the breakfast show where we will be bringing you healthy living tomorrow. Do not forget to subscribe to all our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms. Do have a lovely day. Till we come your way again. It's a bye for now.